I gotta ask, how's your mom? Because I
Yeah.
DM'd you.
Hello,
How's
everyone,
oh,
and
oh
welcome to the wrestling experience. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wrestling experience. And we've beamed some earthlings aboard, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a behind the scenes chat. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the red light is on and it comes into the district, ladies and gentlemen. And we're on the air tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the air tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the final wrestling experience of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back and enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen, because it don't sound easy unless it's cheesy, ladies and gentlemen. And
I can
welcome to the wrestling experience. Well, here we go.
I
Now with the hottest show in the universe, The Wrestling Experience, with your host Earl Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, The Wrestling Experience. Now with your host Earl Cole.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the wrestling experience. Welcome to the final wrestling experience of 2023, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, this mothership has beamed some earthlings aboard tonight, and they're going to help me with all of our menu tonight. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on the menu, we have wrestling news. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, Rewind Dynamite, and we're going to predict World's End. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to introduce you to my panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, he's the founding forefather of the Hardcore Sports Network, ladies and gentlemen.
what
And
happened?
ladies and gentlemen, this man had Orange Cassidy over for Passover, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
So,
yeah, that's right.
ladies and
It's
gentlemen, please help
Hanukkah.
me
It was not
welcome the one and
Passover.
the only. Please help me welcome the one and the only Mr. Mitch Cosby. Mitch Cosby, welcome to the wrestling experience.
Hey, I had to come on Earl because the last time we couldn't due to some other circumstances, so I'm happy to be on again. And it was not Passover; it was Hanukkah this month. But
Well,
yeah,
well,
he seemed way
okay,
far away from me.
all right. So I got the holiday mixed up, but at least I
So
got the
wait, you
intro
had the
correct.
wait. So you had the Miz on Christmas? So we're
No,
going that route?
Oh
no,
God.
no. Unfortunately, the Miz got tangled in my Christmas tree and he got electrocuted.
Wait,
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
no, so he was
Anyway,
at your
ladies and
house.
gentlemen.
Wait,
Anyway,
he was
ladies and
at your
gentlemen.
house for Christmas. So there you
Anyway,
go.
ladies and
I
Oh
win.
gentlemen.
my God,
Anyway.
that was
Oh
great.
my God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Um. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen. This this lovely lady, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to the Hardcore Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a Wisconsin darling, ladies and gentlemen, and she's a Hall of Famer, and I love her to pieces. And her and her friend Bestie, who's her dentee, will be tripping
Uh,
the light fandango this New Year's Eve. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the
no.
one and the only Sarah. Sarah, welcome to the
What?
wrestling experience.
Anyway,
Like I said, your intros get better and better every time.
And ladies and gentlemen, this lovely lady needs no introduction, ladies and gentlemen. We were in the garden party together, ladies and gentlemen. We tore down the house together, ladies and gentlemen. She is a Hall of Famer. She is absolutely brilliant and fabulous. I love her to pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Christina the Diva. Christina,
Hey,
welcome.
thank you. Oh, MSG was a lot of fun. I'm surprised I still have my voice
I know.
after all the screaming I did.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you this much. I'm still on a high from Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen,
Me
and
too.
we have some updates that we're gonna be talking about while we do the wrestling news, but that will come later, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we did book Hooligrim here on the show tonight, but unfortunately, Hooligrim cannot be here on the show
Oh,
tonight on the wrestling experience. But I do want to wish Hooligrim a very safe and healthy, happy 2024, ladies and gentlemen.
yes.
And speaking of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, the first wrestling experience of 2024 will happen on January the 11th. We're going to come back January 11th, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to have DJ Storms. DJ Storms is going to beam aboard this mothership, and he's gonna turn this party upside down. We're going to get crunk. We're going to get crunk with DJ Storms on Thursday night, January 11th. Ladies
Earl
and
does it better than I do.
What?
So,
I'm like, what the? Yeah, but
DJ Storms does in his intro.
yeah.
Oh
but
god,
really-
his intro so extra though, but it's funny.
I love it.
Hey,
I
but
love
really
it.
quick, let's say hi to the chat real quick. Wesley is here. How are you doing, Wesley?
Hi,
Thank you.
Wesley. How are you?
Hi.
Daniel Beard
Yeah,
Sports.
And I just gotta say thank you, Wesley, for naming the new show with me and Tyler called Wrestling Punch. He was trying to give it to
Ooh.
me the orange punch, but then I was like, no, let's go with Wrestling Punch. So
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
but-
like
Yeah,
I
shout
like
out.
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So for
it
that-
happens.
So for that show, we're gonna review an old pay-per-view like we did the 2007 New Year's Revolution. So
Ooh.
we want to do a Royal Rumble, and I want to ask Earl, which Royal Rumble should we do?
Ooh.
Well, how about that Royal Rumble where the Ultimate Warrior lost the
Which
title?
one is that?
Thanks.
I need-
What?
What year?
Oh, geez.
What year?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to
Google
go
that
back
quick.
in the archives and dig that out. But I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about AEW Dynamite
It was a Royal Rumble 1991.
91. There you
Oh, okay.
go.
That's it.
In
That's it.
Orlando, Florida. Ladies
Mm.
and gentlemen.
That's my part.
It was the night that the Ultimate Warrior was hitting the head with the scepter, ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen. And I caught the scepter in the audience, ladies
like-
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
After
no
Sherry
way.
threw the scepter in the audience, ladies,
Oh,
a
that's
friend of mine
interesting.
had an
That's
extra
really
ticket, and he
cool.
says, "Come on down to Orlando and be a part of the Royal Rumble." So I went. And I had a good time, and it was an interesting Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the present and AEW Dynamite. Last night, ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite took place in Orlando, Florida, at the Edition Financial Arena, ladies and gentlemen, to a packed house. The show was okay. The show was fine. I did not like the ending of the main event, but we're going to talk about that. It was very controversial, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go.
Weird.
What was that, Sarah?
I said it was just weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around. Yeah, I'm gonna go around the horn. I'm gonna go to Mitch first. Mitch,
Of
what did you make? What did you make of AEW Dynamite last night?
Confusing. The end was confusing. I did not understand it, but yeah, overall it was a good show, except for the end I was confused.
Yeah, I was totally confused myself. Christina, what did you think?
I agree with both your assessments because the ending to me it was confusing. I saw that they won the belts, and then Samoa Joe came out towards the end and attacked him. And I remember when they came up with the title showing pleasure to do business with you, whatever, and then he attacked him. I'm like, okay, so he was in cahoots with the devil all along, and I want to know who the devil is, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be revealed come Saturday night at World's End.
I
So
hope so.
the ending was confusing. However, the triple threat match for the Gold Rush final, for the Gold League final, I should say, between Swerve, Moxley, and Jay White. To be personally honest, the match was great, but I feel like the wrong person won. That's just me.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that and so much. Sarah, what do you think?
Well, I mean, we talked about it last night a little bit. I agree with everybody. Like, it was confusing and it was just weird. So, and I'll repeat what I said last night. I don't think it's just one like group that's like the guys in the black masks and the devil. I think it's like a co-op of a bunch of different heels that are gunning after MJF.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I think. They all want the
I
title off of him.
right,
I think that
and
too.
yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. First of all, I think last night those men in those masks were the guns. I think it was the guns because
Oh,
if you remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, on a recent edition of Dynamite, Juice Robinson was taken out by MJF
oh, I
Yeah.
to
remember
the
that.
point
Yes.
where Juice Robinson now did have successful back surgery, and he will be out for a number of months. So
Oh, that's why they took him out. That
so
makes
I am
sense.
going to say without question that those two men in that match were the guns. I'm going to say that with all sincerity. Now, the person that was underneath the ring with the pipe, I'm not quite sure who that was. Wasn't not sure who that was. But as Sarah said brilliantly, it could be another faction that was merged together with this faction to do the damage necessary to get the title off MJF. Now that is something that we need to expound upon here.
I,
Um, Go ahead, Christine. I'm sorry.
I'm also thinking that it could be the kingdom as well because, as you could
I said the
tell,
same thing.
I'm thinking it's them because of the fact that the whole situation with Adam Cole with his broken ankle and him trying, and then Roger Strong trying to separate the whole bromance between MJF and Adam Cole, and Mike Bennett and Matt Taven are trying to like disassemble the bromance for months now, and the fact that Adam's not being seen at the moment, I feel that hi NFL Check, thanks for coming. I feel like that. I think it's the kingdom. I
Hey,
have it
AK,
in
how
my
are you?
gut. I feel it in my gut. It's the kingdom and Roderick Strong. I have a feeling it's them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that you are right about that. And
That's just me.
I am not going to argue with that thought process.
Mhm.
Because like I said before, and I said that to Sarah, the other time when Sarah and I did the dynamite,
Mhm.
um, there was multiple of them. There was
Oh
multiple of
yeah,
them. And there was no way. And I knew when Samoa Joe accepted the challenge, I knew that this was a setup. I
yeah.
knew it was a setup
He's
because
a little too enthusiastic.
right. He was enthusiastic about it at all,
Mhm.
and and he knew, Samoa Joe knew that
Yeah.
there was no way you're gonna retain with all of them. Because I'm
Yeah.
quite sure, even if MJF fought a good fight, there was no
Mhm.
way he was going to overcome all of them. Because I'm
Yeah.
quite sure there would have been more of them coming out.
Hmm.
Yeah, the question is like who are they and who is really behind the devil's mask?
Well,
And
we're gonna talk about that later on when we do the predictions because I have something that I think that I'm going to expound upon. I want you guys' opinion on it. But anyway, let's talk about this first match.
Excuse
It,
me, Earl, really quick. AK said, "Hey, Earl, hope you're doing well. You sound a little sick. Hope you're good. And remember, we got to meet up at WrestleMania here in a few months in Philly." So,
yes, AK, I
Aw.
do thank you so much for that comment. Yes, I am battling a cold, ladies and gentlemen. I got the end of the
oh,
year cold. It bit me, ladies and gentlemen, and it's always like that every end of the year. I get bitten by the
See?
cold bug, ladies and
dang.
gentlemen.
And I
So
started to feel sick this afternoon, so
yeah,
Oh,
not
you feel
me.
fighting it
and
better. Yeah, the
hard.
bug's
Not
coming
me.
around. I'm in
yeah,
the clear for
so
now, thank God.
I'm in a clear too. I'm in Jersey. I'm in a clear.
so
I'm in Pennsylvania.
yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll be right
She's
back.
gonna send you something of a FedEx, Mitch. Anyway,
FedEx.
all the way
Oh
from
God.
Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the match was fine. The match was all right for what it was. I love some Swerve Strickland. Yeah, I understand that everybody wanted Swerve Strickland to win the match. Um,
I
it was a
know.
hard fought thing, but I think they went with this with Moxley because that freed up Strickland to go after Keith
Oh yeah.
Lee. And
Yeah.
I think that's why they did what they did.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go down the hall. I'm gonna ask Christina. Christina, what did you make of the match?
I love the match. The match was all over the place. It was electric and everything. It was out of this world. It went into the crowd and everything. So it was a really great match. Unfortunately, I really wanted Strickland to win because he has been on fire. He has been on a roll ever since he had that match with Hangman, that whole crazy Texas Death Match, a full year. Oh God, that match was insane. It was crazy, but that put him on the map. And for them to give it to Moxley, I swear to God, I said to myself, oh God, please don't have Moxley win the whole thing because that's just a slap in the face to everybody in the tournament. And for Strickland to finally go after Keith Lee and to reignite their rivalry, ooh, I want to know what's going to happen with that because I feel like their rivalry igniting is going to have Strickland go more over than he is now. And it was a good match overall, but Strickland should have won. And I pray to God, Moxley, do not win on Saturday. I swear, do not. Just saying.
I'll interfere in the match for you, Christina, on your behalf. Anyway,
Okay, thank
ladies and gentlemen.
But you would not interfere when Orange Cassidy's in the match. I mean, come on, that's not fair.
No,
Oh, come on! Don't be hating on him. Don't be
no,
hating
come
on
on,
your
Mitch.
bestie.
We're not talking about your bestie. Mitch, that's not right.
Don't be hating on him. I love
That's
Orange
not right,
Cassidy.
Mitch. Come on, Mitch. You can do better.
Gatorade is strong with this one.
Then you can do the same thing with the Miz and Mustafa Ali. Then.
I told you
Oh,
what
God.
happened to the Miz over Christmas. Didn't I tell you what happened?
Yeah, but then
Anyway,
you just admitted that he was at your house for Christmas and hit your tree. So there you go.
Well.
You got nothing.
Did he hit
okay,
under the tree with his tiny balls?
Oh, God.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was good.
Sorry.
That was a good one.
This tiny
No, that was a
Christmas
good one.
ornament.
Pause. That was a good one.
Thank you, Christina, for that. Thank you so much. I greatly
I
appreciate
had
it.
to say. I had to say it.
Of course you did. Of course.
AK,
And
Oof.
oh my gosh. Anyway, Sarah, what did you think?
I thought the match was really good. I was kind of fearful through the whole thing that they were gonna let that sniveling Jay White win, and I'm like, please God, no, just no. And I
thank God
definitely and I said this last night. I just didn't want it to be where, and this would be for anybody where somebody would steal the pin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Swerve's trying to pin Moxley and Jay White rips him off and goes and pins Moxley himself. Like, I didn't want an ending like that. Whoever won, I wanted them to win clean. It sucks that Moxley won because I really wanted Swerve to win, but I think they have bigger plans for Swerve after this whole Continental Classic thing. So now it's freed him up to wrap up the whole backstory, you know, the whole story with him and Keith Lee. And I think we're going to see Swerve enter the world title picture.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment.
Yeah, I agree too.
I agree. Mitch, what do you think of the match?
The match was good. I mean, Swerve Strickland is just on a stratosphere when it comes to like going over right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like crazy where he has come from NXT, AEW, and look at him being pushed to the freaking moon. I love that.
As he should.
Just have him beat Orange Cassidy and I'm fine. But,
no! Come on! Earl, you got to do something with him because put Orange Cassidy under his Christmas tree.
Yes.
I don't celebrate. I don't celebrate Christmas.
Oh, excuse me then.
But yeah. On serious note, it was a great match. It was a good way to kick off the show. But for me, I just feel. Why do I feel like Eddie Kingston's gonna win the whole thing? I just got that feeling. Am I wrong for thinking that?
No, I mean you're not wrong. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. The match was fine. Great chemistry, great nuance in the match. I love the way it ended. He was about a nanosecond away from breaking up the 3 count when the referee had already administered the 3 count, ladies and gentlemen. The match was over. The bell rung. They wrote it in the timekeeper's book that Moxley won the contest. ladies and gentlemen. So, therefore, Moxley goes forward, and he is going to take on Eddie Kingston in World's End. And again, like I said, we're going to talk about that match later on. We're definitely going to do that. All right. Let's talk about this. Eddie Kingston took on Bryan Danielson. The match was fine. The match was all right. I had no issues with the match whatsoever. Great chemistry, great nuance in the match, and it was great. Everybody played their part well in the match. I had no issues with it. Eddie Kingston always puts on a banger in his matches, and so does Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
And I was trying to say who is going to blink first in this match because the pendulum kept going like this, ladies and gentlemen. At one end, it looked like Danielson was going to be in the finals. Then it went back to, because remember, if Eddie Kingston would have lost this match, ladies and gentlemen, he would have lost everything.
Yep.
Everything. All his titles would have been
Yep.
done. He
Yep.
would have been done. And then we would guarantee a new champion crown at World's End. So, Christine, I'm going to go to you first. What did you make of the match?
I love the match. It was back and forth. It was out of this. It was literally action after blow with those chops. Oh my God, Eddie Kingston with those chops. He's giving Gunther a run for his money. He made Brian Daniel Bryan, like you see the welts on his chest. I'm like, damn, he's giving a run for his money. But like I said, I was really rooting for Eddie Kingston because first of all, he's a double champion right now. And like you said, and I said this to my brother last night, if he would have lost a match, he would have lost everything. He would have lost those belts. So I feel like him beating Brian Danielson was the right decision because he's never beaten him every time he fought him. And this is the first time beating him. That was a very, very good win. And to see the emotions on his face, you could tell is really genuine and is very real. And he's one step closer to being the first ever Triple Crown champion of AEW. And let me tell
Right.
you, I want Eddie Kingston to win the whole damn thing because he's worked his ass off. He put in the work, the time, blood, sweat, tears, you name it. And I really don't know him very well, but ever since I see him in AEW, it drew me to him because he's a fellow New Yorker. And second of all, he doesn't take no shit from anybody. He works his ass off, but he is his biggest critic, himself. He admitted it last night when he confronted John Moxley. And to me, that's as genuine as real as it gets. So it was a great match. The right person won. There was the right outcome. And I'm praying, knock on wood, I'm praying that Eddie Kingston wins this Saturday night and becomes the first ever Triple Crown champion AEW.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with all of that assessment, and we're going to talk about the match of
Mhm.
World's End. We're going to talk about that. Sarah, what did you think of the match?
I thought they both did a very good job. But I agree, like with what Christina said, the right choice was to have Eddie Kingston win that match because he's got the most to lose
Right,
out of out of any of them. He's
Mhm.
got the most to lose out of any of them. So,
right.
Yep.
yeah. But I thought they both did. Like I said, it was crazy to see, all those the psycho knee that Brian Danielson did on him, and they both, like I
Yeah.
said, they both did a really good job. So I really enjoyed that match.
Now,
So,
I
Mitch,
just
what do
gotta
you
say
think?
this, Earl. I'm sorry. The match was good. The match was great. For me, what's the one thing I'm keep on telling you, Earl, that I hate about wrestling? What's the
Oh,
one thing I hate?
predictability.
There you go. Bingo. If oh my God, not MJF. If Eddie Kingston wins this whole thing, then to me, the tournament was great, has great matches, but it's just like predictable. Like I would want to see something new. That's the number one thing I can't stand in all wrestling.
Well,
Predictability.
yeah. Yeah, well, I agree with you, Mitch. I can't stand predictability, and I certainly can't stand shenanigans, and I don't like whack endings. I don't like
Right.
whack endings in matches. I don't think it served the purpose well. You just ruin the whole thing with whack endings when you do that in a match. I don't like it at all. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I understand what you're saying. I understand, but to be honest with you, if Kingston wins the match, okay. If not, if we get a new champion at World's End, I'm not gonna be mad at it either. The pendulum could go either way in this match. It's a pick 'em, to be honest with you. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that match in its entirety. Um, so let's go back. Let's go back a step here, guys, and let's talk about Swerve Strickland's match for a second. Christina, on an entertainment level, what do you give this match?
The triple threat match? Oh, I give it
Yeah.
an 8. I give it an 8.
Okay, Sarah, what do you think?
The triple threat match
Yes.
you asked about. I
Yeah.
agree with Christina. I would give it an 8. I thought they all three guys did a very good job.
Mitch, what do you think?
I'm trying not to pick an 8. I would like to be different here, so I'm going to go with the 8.5.
Oh, a little bit higher. I like that. Okay.
I'll give it an 8.5 because you
respect
can't
that.
round
I
down to
respect
8, you can't round up to 9, so I'm going 8.5 there.
There
Well,
you go.
ladies and gentlemen, the professor has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give this match a 9.2. Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's a high rating. Okay.
Yeah, I love the match. You know, with me, I love triple threat matches. I love when it's booked correctly and done correctly. When it's done correctly, then I can give it the rating I can give you. But if it sucks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no bueno, no bueno.
No bueno,
No,
that part. Yeah.
yeah, no, I can't give it any more than that.
Right.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, yeah, so I gave it that. Now, Christina, Eddie Kingston's match, what entertainment level you give that?
Oh, I give that a 9. That was a hell of a good match. I give it a 9.
All right, Sarah, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 8.5.
Okay. 8.5. Okay.
And Mitch, what do you think?
I'll give it an 8.75.
Dang, good rounding off.
I don't. I've never heard of that in wrestling experience history. But anyway, ladies, I think
I made
First-
history.
That's the first time for everything.
no wonder you're the Hall of Famer, Mitch. Anyway, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
I'll take it. Me and Terry. I'll take
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give this match, ladies and gentlemen, a 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the match gets a 10
Okay.
from me. Ladies and gentlemen, I loved it. I thought it was
Okay.
great. Eddie Kingston is a fellow New Yorker like I am, ladies and gentlemen,
makes sense.
and I
Facts.
love Eddie Kingston. I'm a huge fan of him, and I would like to see him go far. But like Mitch said, if he wins the tournament, it would be kind of predictable, and you don't want you want to try to change the narrative a little bit. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it for sure. Okay. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let everybody know. I read from the PW Insider, ladies and gentlemen. The WWE had a house show in Baltimore, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen. And Nia Jax accidentally broke the ring, ladies and gentlemen, during a
Okay.
match.
I don't believe that. I need to see video.
Well, yeah, I mean, from what I understand, one of the ropes got loose or something like that. Not the entire ring. The entire ring did not go. The entire ring did not get broken. It didn't get broken. It was one of the ropes. And she was disciplined behind the scenes for it. They had to go repair it and everything else like that. So Nia Jax has been warned about the way she carries herself in the ring. And what she does in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what the PW Insider said. I'm just the messenger, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hate me on Twitter.
No. It's okay. I gotta ask my girlfriend because one of my girlfriends went to the Baltimore show on the 20th, the same night as NXT.
Okay. So I don't know if she was involved in the match. I don't know if she was there. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because these dirt sheets, they say all kind of things, and it's not accurate.
Right.
So anyway. Let's get back to this. Chris Statlander took on Sky Blue.
Okay.
The women's division match. The match was Okay.
The way you said it.
I mean, it was. Yeah, that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their women's
Not good.
division sucks.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
This match was no bueno for me. I'm sorry. This match was what for what it was. Christina, what did you think of the match?
Well, aside from Stokely being on commentary, you probably have to hear
Excuse
his
me.
Right.
mouth.
It's pretty.
Oh god, hearing him on commentary made me just like, dude, shut up. I'm trying to watch the match. But I digress, like Earl would always say. Anyway, the match itself, I felt like it was And on top of it, I love Chris Statlander. I love her as a wrestler, and I see Sky Blue has transitioned to the dark side with Julia Hart, which is actually a good thing because if anything, she should be called Sky Black right now, not Sky Blue, because she's all dressed in black and everything. Her makeup's different. And to see Julia Hart get involved while the referee was like distracted, yeah, that gave way for Sky Blue to win the match, and it actually made Chris Statlander look weak. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Predictable.
I'm not a fan of that at all. So it wasn't that good to me. It really wasn't.
Mitch, what did you think?
It wasn't good at all. I mean, that was a letdown for me. I thought it would be a little bit better, but nope,
Mm-hmm.
not at all.
Sarah, what did you think?
Very disappointed, but like I said, the women's division, man, they need an overhaul.
Yeah.
Better booking and better storylines for
Mm-hmm.
all of them. And like I said, I am seriously waiting for them to come out with bra and panty matches for these women now.
Oh God.
Because you know what I mean? Because that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like because there's nothing like behind them. There's no storylines behind them. And and Mitch mentioned earlier predictability. And it's like, now that Sky Blue has aligned herself with Julia Hart was going to end up interfering some way, somehow. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, I didn't really care for it at all.
Okay. So, Christina, on an entertainment level, what do you give this match?
Oh God. I don't want to diss them, but 4.
Ooh. Mitch, what do you think?
I thought I thought I was going to be generous. I was going to give it a 3.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Sarah, what do you think?
I'm with Mitch. I was going to give it a 3 as well.
Okay. And I'm going to go down the dial, ladies and gentlemen. 1.0.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
So maybe I was being a little bit generous.
Yes.
I second that. I think I was being a little too generous.
I didn't like the match at all, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
It didn't thrill me at all, ladies and gentlemen. There was no pizzazz to it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I will say this. I'm sorry to interrupt. I will say this. At least Sky Blue's booty was covered this time, unlike last time.
Oh, I know.
It just didn't do anything for me. It just didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you like? Really? That? You put on that? That's your effort?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. So let me see. Are we up to the main event? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're up to the main event of Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. This was the most controversial Dynamite I've ever seen in my life in this Go Home show. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the Go Home show was solid. It was solid for what it was.
It was.
It was solid for what it was. Great build up towards World's End. I was glad that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
But this main event was very clunky. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you have a main event like this and it becomes clunky, you kind of have to sit back and you have to do a head scratching thing. And sit there. Yeah, just like what Mitch just did. And you have to sit back and you you do one of these jobs because you're kind of confused as to what you're trying to convey here. Um, the match was the match was going well. I can't say it was going well because MJF comes out first. He comes out first. He's in the ring. Now he's waiting on Samoa Joe, his tag team partner. On the video screen, ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe is down, holding his knee, saying that he got attacked and the knee was damaged and he can't continue in the match. All right. MJF goes to the referee and says, "Well, if he can't do it, then I'll just do it by my." Big mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Big mistake. What I would have done is I would have forfeit the match and gave them the title that way. But that is not the road that they wanted to travel on.
No.
So the match was clunky. The ending was weird, and for me, I just was not a fan of this main event. I wasn't a fan of it. So, Christina, I'm going to go to you first. What did you make of the Dynamite main event?
Okay, first of all, the match itself, oh God. The start of it,
Excuse me.
I thought NJ was gonna actually pull out a miracle and win, but to see how the way the match played out and the way it happened, I was sitting there with my brother. I was like, "What the world? They won? Are you kidding me?" And then to see Samoa Joe come out limping and everything with the steel chair, like trying to be like the hero, or whatnot, and then you see the devil come out on the Titantron. It's a pleasure to do business with you. And you see Samoa Joe attack MJF, and that was it. That was the whole shtick right there. He was literally working with the devil. That was his plan all along, because his true motive was to get the AEW World Championship. And I wonder if that was his real motive, to have the Ring of Honor tag team titles taken away from him too, knowing the fact that Adam Cole is injured right now.
Right.
And the thing that I get is, who the hell is the devil? Because it sure as hell is not MJF. It is not. It's clear as day. And I'm gonna keep saying this. I have a feeling it's the Kingdom. They are working as the devils, and I think Roderick Strong is the devil. I think so. Or I've been saying this around lately. What if Adam Cole is the devil himself?
I was just about to say that. I was going to say that. I've been saying that for months too.
There has been a lot of hints and subtle hints been going on when it comes to Adam Cole, because he's the one. Somebody posted on Twitter or Facebook, and it made so much sense. He's the one that convinced MJF to do things with Samoa Joe. He's convinced this. He's convinced that, and it could be one of two options. It could be either Roderick Strong or Adam Cole.
You okay, Sarah?
Uh-oh. She okay?
All right.
Yeah, I'm all right. I was trying to make my nose not run. That's why I turned my camera off, and then I started coughing. So I muted myself while I was coughing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Bless you. Look, you're okay.
Yeah, glad you're good.
So, Mitch, what did you make of the main event?
Okay, how do I say this nicely? It was worse than Orange Cassidy. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I did not like it at all. I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on. So
Right on the nose with that one.
I'm going with
Same.
I really think it's Adam Cole is the devil. I'm gonna keep on saying that for God knows how long. It's Adam Cole.
Until Saturday.
Okay. If it's Adam Cole, this whole freaking time, I'm done. Because I've been thinking this months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, me too.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't stand it.
Sarah, what did you think of the match?
I don't know. I mean, you and I both said it, Earl, before the match even started. I said, there is no way they are going to let MJF and Samoa Joe take these tag titles after tonight. They haven't been, nothing's been done with the titles. At least get them to somebody who's on Ring of Honor that can properly represent and defend the titles. So I think it's stupid that they haven't taken them off of MJF and Adam Cole sooner. But yeah, I just thought the whole thing is just weird, and I don't know. It's like it's like if you're gonna keep up with this whole devil and men in the black mask storyline, at least make it interesting. It's just the same thing week after week after week, you know.
Right.
So that's my thing. And especially like you said last week, girl, when there was like I went back and watched it. I paused it. There was 11 guys out there. 11 men in black masks out there. I'm like, that's why I think it's a combination of a bunch of different people that are all gunning after MJF's title. And I'll talk more about that. I was just typing some notes up so I would remember, but
There you
we
go.
can talk more about that in the prediction show.
Yeah.
prediction party.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The match was clunky. As I said before in the beginning, the match was clunky. The ending, with that Canadian heat seeker destroyer, whatever that was, the masked man did. Now, like I said before in the beginning of the stream, if you didn't go, you can go back and look at it. I said that this is the Guns. I am quite sure that two of those men in that match was the Guns. I am quite sure of it. And why I said that, ladies and gentlemen, is because of what MJF did to Juice Robinson. What he did to put him on the shelf. What he did in the backstage area. So I'm kind of saying that this is revenge. This is all revenge. And now they're setting up now, ladies and gentlemen, from what I understand, MJF, he can't raise his arm, ladies and gentlemen. He can't raise it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Samoa Joe knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. And
Oh my God.
He's a huge Roman Reigns mark. Alexander, this is an AEW review, so wrong show. Wait for the Royal Rumble, buddy.
right,
by the way-
exactly.
And
We
by
will
the
be
way,
doing that at the
by
end
the
of
way,
January.
your Cowboys will lose against. I honestly forget who they're against, but they're gonna lose.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's Detroit Lions. Yeah, you're gonna lose.
Ooh, okay. So, all right. So, on an entertainment level, Christina, what do you give this match?
I'm not gonna be generous. I'm just giving it 2.
All right.
Mitch, what do you think?
Oh God, don't make me feel that generous.
I can't.
All right. That's a one for me.
Okay.
Sarah, what do you think?
Uno.
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, a 0.0. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Wait a minute. It's not the first time. You actually made
No,
it 0.
I did it before, yes.
Yes,
When
you
Hooligrim
have.
was here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, fine. You want to hear it first? -10. There you go. That's the
Oh
first.
my God.
That's the first.
Oy vey. So this is so bad.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was AEW Dynamite in a nutshell. That was AEW Dynamite in a nutshell. Good, solid go-home show, ladies and gentlemen. Clunky ending. Didn't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, very strange how the championship was won. Feet on the ropes, roll up. And, me and Sarah, we were sitting down last night. We were doing the watch party, ladies and gentlemen, last night. And I like the look on Sarah's face when Justin Roberts said we have a 60-minute time limit. I think Sarah's jaw went on the carpet, ladies and gentlemen.
I
She
was
had to
like,
pick it up.
What?
Oh my
A
God.
60-minute time limit.
My
Yeah.
brother and I were looking
Sit here
at each
for
other.
another
And I-
hour?
My brother and I were looking at each other like we were looking at each other. Wait a minute. They're not even gonna make. It's almost 10 o'clock. A 60-minute time limit? How's that
there
gonna
is
pay off?
no
way.
way this match is going an hour. There's just no way.
No way. Absolutely not.
A quick 5 minutes and that was it. That was all you're gonna get out of that time limit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for AEW Dynamite. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just go to some wrestling news. I want to ask you guys this opinion. Somebody on Instagram says that Jay White is officially dead and buried in AEW.
Okay.
God.
All right, I gotta ask you, who said that? Was it a random fan? Because if it was, I don't want to hear it.
Okay. All
What did a
right.
random fan?
Yes, it was. Mhm.
My point exactly.
Um. uh,
I Earl,
all right.
Earl, let me just say this. People who just talk on the internet that don't go on live shows and run a network and like us, they don't
Right.
know what they're talking about. So
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with that. Like the next time I want to hear that is when Jay White wins something. When he wins, like he's gonna win the world title at some point down the line. So
Okay.
he's gonna win that, then that guy's gonna cry and be like, "Oh, I was wrong." I'm like, "Yeah, you said it from the beginning."
Okay.
All right,
So, ladies and gentlemen, that story has been disqualified. All right.
Thanks a lot, Mitch. Good job. Good job.
well, honestly, I mean, come on. What do you guys have to say about that? Let's talk about it.
What? Okay, let's just talk about
I
this.
want-
I
wanna
want to
hear it
hear
then.
your opinion. I want to hear your opinion.
I already gave
Christina,
mine.
I'm gonna go to you. I'm gonna go to you first.
Okay.
What do you think about this comment?
Honestly, when it comes to it, whenever I hear the word buried, I think to myself, yeah, that's like a jobber thing. And I feel like Jay White had his chance with MJF and he has to go start from the bottom again to work himself up. But what I didn't like what he did, and I will say this, I hate when they do this, when you're not the champion and you're still the champion's belt. I really hate that. Don't be doing that shit. I really hate that with a passion. And for them to do that, and for Jay White to have him do that to MJF, I'm not a fan of that. I mean, for me, Jay White, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I do understand why people say that. I don't agree with it, but I understand why. And I feel that when it comes to him, he has to get more of a reaction for fans to care about him and invest in him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on that.
Yeah.
Sarah, what do you think?
I guess I don't really take a whole lot of stock in like, these random comments like this because 9 times out of 10 it's somebody that doesn't watch the product on a regular basis. It could be somebody that perhaps is just seeing a bunch of people saying something on social media and they just want to jump on the bandwagon because they think it's cool or they want to be included in that cool crowd, so to speak. Jay White is not buried because if Jay White was buried, we wouldn't be seeing him on television. Point number 1.
Right.
Okay. Point number 2 is if Jay White was buried, he wouldn't have been included in this Continental Classic and made it all the way to the semifinals.
Right.
That's true.
So Jay is not buried. He is not dead and buried. I understand people may feel very strongly about him. They may be a very big fan of his, but because they want him to win, and I get that. I've got we all have our favorites. We all want them to win. I mean, just look at Mitch and Claudio. Claudio doesn't win all the time, but he's one of Mitch's favorites along with Orange Cassidy. So I mean,
I knew that was coming. But yeah, it was a great point. Great point, though. Great point.
That's just my thing. I don't take a whole lot of stock in that. Like I said, he definitely would not have been included in the. I mean, they had Daniel Garcia in the Continental Classic for crying out loud. Like, really?
Yeah, and they had Roosh in there too.
Yes, and they had Roosh in there. I mean, look,
Mark Briscoe.
And there's a couple people there that just got goose eggs. The entire Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe, they got zeros the whole way through.
Yeah.
They're not, like I said, Jay White's not buried. It's not going to be right now that he's going to win the title, but I can definitely see it probably in about a year from now. He'll probably have the title like the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. So
that's a good prediction. And honestly, Sarah, aren't you Jay White's number 1 fan pretty much? Because that's all you've been pretty much talking about.
Well, I like Jay White.
No, I mean, you told me. No, you told me you were a fan of Jay White. That's why I'm saying no trolling.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a fan of Jay White for sure. I just don't like Like, I get it, he's playing a heel, but I just don't like when they're like sniveling, like slimy heels. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, and you
Right.
could say Swerve is a heel too, but Swerve at least like has brain power. You know, where Jay White always tries to take the easy way out with this character he's doing. I don't really care for this character.
And
Right.
at least with Swerve, he's actually gaining more of the fan base, even as a heel, especially with Prince Nana dancing. I mean, I'm not
my
gonna
God.
lie.
So awesome.
Prince Nana dancing is a vibe. Ever since that video leaked out of Prince Nana
Yes.
dancing, they ran
Yes.
with it, and I love it. I'm sorry, it's a freaking vibe. I have a
Yes.
feeling Swerve is dancing literally on the inside when he does the dance like that. I'm like, it's so good. It's so good. But I think with Strickland, I think he's gonna slowly transition into a baby face down the road.
I think that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't put a whole lot of like stock into that comment, Earl.
No, I'm not going to.
That's kind of just
Because you know something, yeah, it's always something, ladies and gentlemen, when you read these comments on the internet, that some of these people are WWE shills, as I like to call them, or whatever you want to call them, and they always hating on AEW. I'm going to agree with everyone here. He's not dead and buried. I mean, that's a far stretch. That's a big far stretch for you to come up with that. What, did you sleep on it and then made the comment?
Right.
Right, and
Earl,
this
I'm gonna say this, okay? Because of you, right? I've gotten more into wrestling. I've gotten more into research. I've gotten more into, like, what is the word? Dissecting. There we go. Now, when you say comments like that, that just shows me no one knows the wrestling business like you, DJ, Sarah, Christina, this whole network. This is exactly why I have this little group committee, because I want to learn from people who actually watch and dissect. So when it comes to people like this, I'm like, thank you for that. Have a nice day.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's it.
Again, like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take any stock into this. Absolutely not. He's just not buried and stuff. So you're barking up the wrong tree here. So let's continue with the wrestling news. According to PW Insider, ladies and gentlemen, WWE is considering changing the day of the weekly programs in 2024, and it could possibly look like this. Raw would be moved on to Tuesdays, SmackDown will be moved to Wednesdays, and NXT will be moved to Thursdays.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday?
Well, yes. What do you think about that?
I got a couple of things, but I'm gonna let you guys go first because I just want to hear what you guys have to say, and then.
As a longtime wrestling fan, I have gotten used to watching Raw on Monday nights since I was a kid, since my brother was a kid, and SmackDown on Fridays. I mean, I love the fact that you have a balance with Monday Raw, Wednesday AEW, and Friday SmackDown. I've gotten used to that. So for them to try to implement these changes, it's gonna take a while for us to adjust. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm sorry. When you get used to watching some type of programming for a long period of time, and for them to implement these changes, it's gonna take a while for us to adjust. So I'm kind of old school in that one. I like watching my Raw on Mondays, AEW on Wednesdays, and SmackDown on Fridays. That's just me, though.
Mitch, what do you think?
So there's a couple of ways I could tackle this. First things first, the reason they want to move Raw to Tuesdays is because of Monday Night Football. They've been always in competition with that Monday Night Football for God knows how long, and Monday Night Football always kicks its ass. So it's just like they're gonna move that to Tuesday. Sure, fine. Wednesday, what was Wednesday again? SmackDown. They want to compete that with AEW again because AEW beat NXT, and you know Triple H and his integrity and his competitiveness, he's gonna want to put SmackDown there. And then Thursday, they just don't want wrestling on the weekends anymore. They just don't want it on Mondays and Fridays because that's where people are like, I don't want to watch it. I got plans. I got this. I got this. I got Time Patrol, Orange Cassidy, and all this stuff. So I'm just saying, like, there's other things people do on the Mondays and Fridays, so I can see it. But then it's like a routine, like Christina was saying. I remember when I was a kid, I would grab my phone, or not my phone, the remote, and I would be like, guys, don't bother me for a couple hours. And that's what happened to me. Like, I can't give that up, even though I
Same.
haven't watched Raw in like a while. But
Yeah, it's
still,
gonna be
Same.
weird for me to do the Raw watch along on a Tuesday.
right?
That's very
Yeah.
weird.
It's
That's
so
gonna be
weird.
weird. Because first of all, I don't know if anybody wants to do it on a Tuesday night. If we moved it over to Tuesday night, that's another thing we'd have to discuss.
Yeah.
And then another thing is, according to the article here, if Raw moves to Tuesday nights, they will
Mhm.
reduce the hours to 2 hours.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
if that happens, well, I don't know.
Can-
I would be okay with it, but it's still gonna take a while.
I
So
wouldn't just keep it on Mondays for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's what I say. I'd
Same.
rather see it. I was gonna say before you made that comment, I was gonna say I'd rather see it go down from 3 hours to 2 hours in length versus
Same.
you know what I
Right.
mean, versus
Same.
moving the night of the week. But you made a very good point, Mitch, with Monday Night Football. I didn't even think about that aspect because I'm like, Raw's always been on Mondays, always,
Me
like
too.
for
Think about that
top
too.
30 years, 31 years.
Yes.
30
It's
plus
been on
years.
30+ years.
it's
Yes.
always been on Monday. So that's going to be very, if they do make that decision and they do move it, I think it's going to be hard for people at first to kind of get used to that,
Yeah.
So, but if we have to move the Raw watch along to Tuesdays, then we have to move the Raw watch along to Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the thing. I would have no alternative. I would have no
Yeah.
alternative to do that.
and then
Um,
here's just one more thing. When it comes to AEW again with SmackDown, SmackDown is the highest rated show on the WWE calendar. So
Yep.
going to that against AEW, whoo! AEW might even they're going downhill right now because CM Punk soon, Sasha Banks may come back to WWE. There's rumors there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just saying, if that happens, AEW and they're getting pushed off the network to Warner Brothers Discoveries or whatever. That's
Yes.
been gone. So for me, I'm just like, all right, see you, AEW. Nice knowing you. Go to Fridays.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that because Dynamite would then have to move over to Friday
Oh yeah,
nights,
for sure.
and
Absolutely.
then Rampage. What you do with Rampage since it's taped? This is the
Yeah.
way I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. Okay, you move Dynamite on Friday night. All right, you move it to Friday night. Make it start at its regular time, 8 o'clock. You move it to wherever the channel is. You move it to Friday night. Now Saturday nights, what you can do is since Rampage is taped, move Rampage over to Saturday night and have it come on at 7 p.m. And then after that, then you do Collision because Collision is
Ooh.
not it's not live all the time. Sometimes it's taped.
That's
So
true.
that would work. That would work.
Mm-hmm.
That would work if you want to do it like that. And that's what I was thinking in my head. That's what I
Do
was
you
thinking.
do you think they would, if they were to take Collision off of Saturdays, they would consider putting it on Thursday nights to compete against NXT because that would be an easy ratings grab for them.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
That's another thing too, Tony Khan could sit down and say, well, I'm not. All right, so since you're going to move it here and you're going to move it there, I'm going to take Collision and go put it on Thursday night.
Also, as a question though, because sometimes they always do like these specials, Battle of the Bells, Winter is Coming, and all that stuff.
Right, right.
Wouldn't it be also like, hello? Would it be also like more fitting? I also like what you said, Earl. That plan. Would it also be fitting to also have those
Yeah.
type of specials either on Friday after Dynamite, so that way the fans would be more invested in the product and be like, "Oh snap! They're gonna
Yeah.
have this happen and all that." I think that could happen too.
Yeah, and then another thing too is, which is going to hurt AEW even more, is the fact is that the WWE just signed an extension agreement with Peacock. So this is
Oh,
going to
okay. Good.
Do you know
really.
for how much longer? Like how much a
They
year?
didn't
How many
say
years?
the terms of the deal. They're being tight-lipped about it. But apparently that's what they did. Um, they
Okay.
they they want to stay on Peacock and they like the
Good.
relationship with Peacock. So why
Good.
not leave it where it is? If it doesn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke,
Exactly.
don't fix it. Agree.
So I don't have any problem with that, but AEW will have a problem with it because they don't have a streaming service,
Right.
and Tony Khan is pussyfooting around with this deal that he keeps talking about, and he hasn't done anything yet. There's no pen to paper. There's no
Yeah.
coming on the internet. There's no thing. What was that? So I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
was
hey Sarah,
no,
high
it's
five.
okay. High five. No, I was gonna say I think part of the problem with the streaming deal for Tony Khan is that he is trying to do it where it's AEW and Ring of Honor together. Ring of
Yeah.
Honor, I'm like, dude, you are trying to sell something that people don't want. People don't want to have, or I mean these like streaming service companies, they don't want Ring of Honor. If you're going to do Ring of Honor, have it be like an online only thing or develop like an AEW streaming service, or how they used to have the WWE network. Make it, it's, put it like on its own network or something. But yeah, I think that's what a lot of the problem is he's trying to do it where it's a package deal where it's Ring of Honor and AEW together, and people just they don't want Ring of Honor.
And
And
also,
another
don't forget about New Japan as well, because what if he's trying
Right.
to do that too?
and another
Yeah.
thing too is there
Impact.
is
Impact.
yeah.
Impact,
And
yeah.
another thing too is that there is a problem here at AEW, is that two of their main people behind the scenes left this week.
Yeah.
Raphael Moraefi,
Oh,
who
I
is
heard about that. Yeah.
executive vice president of live touring and events. He walked
Right.
out on Tony Khan this week,
Oh
and Matt
man.
Jackson's wife, who was the chief marketing officer of
Yep.
AEW, she walked as well.
Yeah, I
So
read, I
now
read that somewhere too.
now Tony Khan is scrambling to put again another live event team, which once the man left, he took the team with him.
Yeah.
So
Oh man.
so now Tony Khan is going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble, and he's going to have to plug up the leaks in the boat. He's going to have to plug up the leaks in the boat, and I'm not sure what he's going to do at this point. I really don't.
How many
Better ask
leaks? I'm pretty sure that boat's already been sank. Like for how many mistakes Tony Khan has made. I mean, that boat's pretty much down in the Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob's there right now.
Oh, what about
So-
like a Titanic? It's sunk.
Oh my god. I prefer it down in the Bikini Bottom so that
Oh.
way they can be jellyfishing.
Okay.
I
I like
love
that.
SpongeBob. I always make SpongeBob jokes. That's me. I love SpongeBob.
I
That's
don't blame
cool.
you. SpongeBob is cool. I like
There you
So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this next story. And it was for Madison Square Garden, ladies and
Well.
gentlemen. This past Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen, the WWE made history, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, Christina, the WWE sold out Madison Square Garden. 19,645.
God
Sold out
dang.
Madison.
Awesome.
Sold out Madison Square Garden, ladies and gentlemen. And the ticket sales grossing domestically on a non-televised event was $3.2 million. Ladies and
Woo.
gentlemen.
Wow.
Sami Zayn returned to the ring on Tuesday night after a short hiatus.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the fans went apoplectic for
Yep.
Sami Zayn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
But the biggest story of them all, ladies and gentlemen, was CM Punk.
Yep.
Now, if you all didn't hear the announcement that I made last night, ladies and gentlemen, I took a picture of CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, I posted it on Twitter. 1.2 million views on
No,
the photo.
no.
No?
It was 1.2 thousand, Earl.
Oh,
1.2.
hello.
Okay.
I'm about to say, like, wait, what? I'm like,
Okay.
wait, what? Oh my god.
It says 1.1K. The
Oh,
cage.
okay.
Oh,
I'm about to say,
okay.
like, what? I need to go check that
It's like,
out.
no. I love you,
Okay.
Earl. You're like my brother, but no.
Okay.
Dang.
I'm about to say,
Okay.
like, wait, what?
That's still
Right?
a lot, though.
Okay.
It's
That
still
is
a
a
lot.
lot. That
That
is
is a
still a lot,
lot.
though.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. That is still
That
a
is
Okay.
lot.
still a lot.
So, all right. So,
You know what, Earl?
okay.
Earl, hear me out here. This is going to be a great idea. How many wrestling? I have a question, then we'll go into my idea. How many wrestling events do you go, let's say, in a year?
Um.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, that all depends on what's
Let's just
happening in the
round it.
calendar. I would say
Round it.
maybe about 4 or 5.
4 or 5 a year? Because it feels like
Yes.
more. It feels like more, honestly.
No, I do.
I
I do.
I will say this. This past Tuesday night was the fourth one I went with my brother all year.
Okay. Okay, because Earl, hear me out here. Hear me out. Post all the pictures you can on Twitter, right? And then make shorts for Twitter. You can put it to the network if you want, but
Ooh.
grow your algorithm on that on Twitter. Post videos or your post clips on your Twitter if you want to become bigger on Twitter, or post them on
Okay.
YouTube, even though that is kind of iffy with the copyright.
Right.
So
You can
just
try
put
even
it
post it
on
on
Twitter.
Instagram too.
Instagram's a good
That's
one,
what
but
I did. That's what I did. I posted like a few videos of mine on Instagram that I took, and I tagged the venue Madison Square Garden in it, and it's like they seen it, so they
Yeah.
knew that I was there that night. So I
How
did that
many
too.
how many views did it get on Instagram? Did it get a lot?
I gotta see. I gotta
Because,
see.
because I feel like Twitter has a bigger audience than Instagram when it comes to WWE and
Yeah,
AEW
yeah,
and
I feel that too.
Impact. And maybe not Impact, but
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so if you want to grow your following on Twitter, do like 3 or 4 or 5 while you're at the event. Boom, boom, done. Boom, boom, tag it right. Boom, boom. Yep.
Right.
And post a picture of Orange Cassidy and tag me and say, "Ha, here he is." I'm giving you ideas to troll me while you're there.
He's actually not bad because I've taken a lot of videos on
Yeah,
Tuesday night.
videos do great. Videos
I
do
Yeah.
I
great.
have taken a lot of videos on Tuesday night, and I actually started posting them like literally when I went to the hotel, and then like the day after, and it was such a great feeling. I actually posted a video of Chelsea Green and Piper Niven coming out in the entrance, and Piper Niven liked my tweet. So that's
Oh wow!
great. Yes. So
I didn't even.
yes,
I
I
didn't
was
even
very
know that. Oh,
happy.
wow.
Yes.
That's cool.
So,
Yeah. So it's you take a shot.
it was
Take a shot at it.
yeah, it was fun.
I also posted a video of Drew coming out. I posted videos of Damian Priest and Finn Balor winning the match. I have a lot of videos on my phone. I just got to figure out how to like post them in a way that is so meaningful and get like,
Right.
oh snap, that's awesome. You was there that night, and I also posted a video of the whole arena doing the fireflies in honor of the late great Bray
Oh,
Wyatt.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
Oh, it's on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter. You
I'll
gotta
look.
see
I'll
it.
look. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, listen, Sean Ross sat behind the Fightful paywall.
Ugh.
Says that follow up with what I was talking about. WWE cameras were there recently for the holiday tour, and they could potentially air the Punk match with Dominic Mysterio.
They should air the whole event. I'm just saying they should.
He says
They
the
should, yeah.
WWE
They should.
the WWE did have cameras at the MSG event, and
Yes, they did.
do it for the live events. And says that the part of the show could end up airing later. I don't have an issue with this.
They should air the whole thing because I'm gonna tell you something. Where when my brother and I were sitting, we were actually sitting on top where they had the production stuff and everything, behind the scenes and all that.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry I didn't see you.
I'm sorry I didn't see you either, but that's okay. We had a blast. We had a great time.
It was great. It was great.
Was
I had a
awesome.
great one. And I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. This airing of this match, you know where I would put this match, ladies and gentlemen? I would air it on Raw.
Yes, I wouldn't mind
I would
that.
air it on Raw.
I would not mind that one.
I would pull a segment, cancel the segment, and put this match in its entirety
Uh-huh.
on Raw and add it to the match list.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have an issue with it.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind it at all.
I think that's a great idea.
I would
So the
love
people
for
that
them
weren't able to go to MSG, they
Yeah.
can see it on. You know, they
Right.
can still see it. Which
They
is
should,
Yeah,
run,
and all
they should
that-
do
and
like
all-
the whole show. They should do like
And
the whole
well, no, they can't. They
show.
can't do it because of production cost and everything like that. They
Yeah.
would have to. They'd have to go back into the studio and then do voiceovers and everything
Oh
like
God,
that.
it's a lot. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't be good. But what they can do is what they call in the business tapering
Mhm.
of the match, and what that means is that interweave it into the show. Like, up next on Raw, we got this holiday treat for you or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Michael Cole calls the match and everything like that. And they're looking at it in the monitor, and everybody that's sitting in the arena, they can watch it on the
Yeah.
Tron.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Just
I
couldn't,
like that.
yeah. You just couldn't give it away. You couldn't give it away. You got to keep quiet and look at the screen like it was there live in the arena and everything like that. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
So I did not go to Madison Square Garden. Obviously, I didn't. But I already saw the match. It's on YouTube. I found it. Of Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, is it really?
Nice. I'm pretty sure somebody recorded it.
Oh yeah, if you guys want it, I'll put it in the group chat. But it was a very entertaining. It was a good match for the first one back.
Yeah, it was
Dominic
really
is
good.
a good worker. Dominic's a good worker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Better than
choreo.
Orange Cassidy. What?
Okay, and I will say this. I will vouch for this. People saying that there were piped in boos, absolutely not.
Oh
When
no.
When Earl and I were there,
Oh no.
the whole
No.
building booed his ass out of the ring. Myself
What is
included.
up with these? Why do you all nitpick at every dang thing? I get so tired of that shit.
Exactly.
Exactly what I'm
You
talking
got
about.
AEW
Yep.
people that are AEW loyalists that dog on WWE, and you have WWE loyalists that are dogging on AEW.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
It's exhausting.
I mean,
like,
were you
dude.
there? I mean, you weren't even there.
Exactly.
So Cherry,
You
if you
weren't even
remember
there.
Earl,
We were. They weren't.
yeah, I mean, and if you remember Earl, Cherry said during that Raw where she and Charlie and Josie went, she goes, they were not piping in those booths. She goes, every single
No, I believe
there
it.
was 100% real.
No, they were
I'm
not
gonna
piping
tell
those
you-
booths at all.
So there's
I'm
no
telling
way.
you something. When he came out of that curtain, it was so loud the place almost fell apart.
They booed his ass.
I mean, we almost had no garden. Anyway,
I kid
and you
you
can forget
not.
about the Madonna concert.
I kid you
Cheers
not.
to CM Punk.
The whole arena was booing him out of the building, and they
I
were
mean,
not
you
piped in at
all-
all.
You all ridiculous.
Yep.
They are. It's just, it's
Mhm.
stupid.
Very stupid.
So Sonya Deville completed her intervention program in November. Supreme Court Judge Bernard Del Lurie Jr. in Mays County landing approve of her entry into the program. Sonya has already fulfilled the out of settlement court for the firearms incident. Now, if you all didn't know this backstory, Sonya Deville was arrested, ladies and gentlemen, for carrying a loaded firearm in an airport. And she was arrested.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't have no weapons across in the airport.
So, Bryce, what do you think of that?
Wow.
So does that mean she's completed whatever probation requirements?
Yeah,
they
she
put her on?
completed the intervention. She completed the treatment that they agreed to her have instead of doing jail time. They opted for this. They opted for this to do it. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, Sonya Deville is recovering from exploratory knee surgery, ladies and gentlemen, which she had done 3 times already, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So Sonya Deville will be out of action indefinitely until maybe 2024. She'll come back and they'll be medically cleared to maybe compete. Maybe we'll see her at the Royal Rumble. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe she can reignite her thing with Chelsea Green because they were tag team partners at the time before
Right.
she got injured.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to predict now the world's end, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, jeez, ladies and gentlemen, this.
Orange Cassidy loses.
Mitch, come on, dude.
I think
You're
Orange-
don't be saying that about your bestie. How rude.
Orange Cassidy's bestie, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
God.
Mitch Kofsky, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch Kofsky.
Okay, I don't like. I'm telling you right now, he got to lose that belt sooner or later.
No, he already lost it. He already lost it to Moxley. We don't want him to lose
But
it
then
again.
he got
please.
it back. That was hot potato.
He should have never lost it to begin with. He was on his way to hold it for a full calendar year, and they have Moxley win it. Get out of here! No, I'm not a fan of that. No,
I get it.
And to have him leave him in the pool of his own blood. No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
What's the first match, Earl? What's the first match?
Okay, so let's talk about this first match, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 8-man tag team match, ladies and gentlemen, that was added last night. It was Darby Allin, Sting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know, Sting will wrestle his final match in the New York City market. This is Sting's final match in the New York City market. So Sting will team up with Darby Allin, of course, ladies and gentlemen. And this match came about last night because of what Big Bill did in the ring. It don't go sound easy unless it's cheesy. Him and Kraft, ladies and gentlemen, him and Kraft were in the ring. Now, if you all don't know why I call Ricky Starks Kraft, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever melt a grilled cheese sandwich, ladies and gentlemen, and you see the point of if you see the point of the grilled cheese on the bread, ladies, and it comes like a triangle, that's his nose. That's his honker. That's his honker. Ladies and gentlemen, that's his honker.
Oh my God.
So that is
Awesome.
why that is why.
Oh
That's
God.
why
That's
we
the thing.
call
I love
him-
grilled cheese.
That's why we call him.
I don't
Kraft.
know if I could eat a grilled cheese again after that.
Well, Mitch, it don't sound easy unless it's cheesy.
Oh God.
I'm telling you
anyway.
now, every time you eat a grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to think of Ricky Starks.
Thanks a lot, Earl. Oh God.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
You're good. You're good.
so guys,
You know what I'll do? If I have a grilled cheese, I'll take a picture of it and it'll be like, is this Ricky Starks? Is this Ricky Starks right here?
Yes, pretty much.
Is
As
this
Sarah would
his
say.
cousin?
Oh
Yes, his
God. His
cousin.
son. Oh, his first cousin, his distant cousin, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, his long lost
Isn't it like
sibling.
the second cousin twice removed or something like that?
Oh God, I can't.
So guys, who is going to win this contest? I'm gonna go to Christina first. Christina, who is winning this 8-man tag team match?
Oh my goodness. To see, I will say this: to see Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho literally reunite after the whole situation with the Don Callis family with those paintings. Ugh. God, I'm not even gonna go there. Every time I hear that music, it's so depressing. I just want to go up and go do something. I don't just want to see his face. But anyway, I digress. So, and to see Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara reunited again, and then to see Ricky Starks and Big Bill to ruin it, and then to finally see Sting and Darby Allin return and even the odds. Oh, I'm really excited for this match. I really am really excited. And Darby just came back from climbing Mount Everest, so he definitely came back at the right time to end the year. So I'm very happy about that. And to think Sting's gonna be wrestling his final matches soon. I'm not ready for that. And I know my girl Cherry, shout out Cherry, love you girl, is not ready for that either. So for me, I think Darby, Sting, Chris, and Sammy, they're gonna win that match. That's my prediction. I'm
All
going with
right.
those four.
Mitch, what do you think?
Sting. Whoever Sting's gonna win.
Sting,
That's all I
Darby,
gotta say.
Sting, Darby, Chris, and Sammy. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoever has Sting, they're gonna win.
There you go. Okay.
That's all you gotta say. Whoever has Sting, you win.
Okay.
All
there
right.
you go.
And what do you think, Sarah?
It's gonna be Sting, Darby, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara. Sting's like what 4 or 5 months away from retirement. They're not gonna let him lose a match. They're not.
Oh
gonna have
no,
Sting lose.
no. They're gonna have
No.
him go strong till that match.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the same wavelength as everyone here. He's gonna go over in this match. The team Sting will win this match, ladies and gentlemen. Because, like I said before, this is Sting's final match in the New York market, ladies and gentlemen. And like Tara said brilliantly, you don't want him to go over. You don't want him to, lose the light like right then and there. They're not gonna make him lose on the road to his final match, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are across the board with TC. Now, Andrade El Idolo, ladies and gentlemen, will take on Miro. Two men, Matt trucks, ladies and gentlemen, coming together in this ring, ladies and gentlemen. Great chemistry, great nuance in the match, and I like it. I think this is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. You're going to hear slaps, kicks, insecurity, and everything else in the match, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. This match, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be really wild, and not all over the place because it's going to be in the ring, but it's going to be woolly and wild, ladies and gentlemen, and I have no issues with it whatsoever. So I'm going to go to Christina first. Christina, who is winning this match?
This match has been really, really brewing for quite some time, considering the fact that Miro's wife is, managing Andrade, and I remember she just recently had surgery done because her finger got infected and it almost went up to her arm. And remember that? Yes, her finger was highly infected.
Her finger was black.
Her finger was black. It was black. It was all over social media on her Twitter, Instagram, and she had to have emergency surgery. And God forbid if she didn't get it done, it could have gotten really worse. And it turns out the infection was from MRSA, MRSA. She announced it. And thank God, knock on wood, thank God the surgery was successful. I wish her a speedy recovery and everything. But now going back to the match, I think, with Andrade and Miro, it has been brewing for quite some time. Like I said, considering the fact that Miro's wife is managing Andrade and he's not okay with that. And he's going to use that fuel. He's going to use that against Andrade, and that's going to make Miro look strong. However, Andrade, he's been on the roll lately as well. So it could go either way. And like Earl said, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be in the ring, of course, but you're going to hear everything. Chops, kicks, moonsaults, punches, you name it. You're going to hear everything. Who I think is going to win? I feel like when it comes to the winner, I think Andrade is going to come out as the winner. I don't know why, but I feel like Andrade has been on a roll lately. And it would be fitting for him to win, even though considering the fact Miro has been wanting to go after him for quite some time. I mean, Miro could win too. I don't know. It could go either way, but my choice to pick to win this match is Andrade.
Mitch, what do you think?
I feel like I gotta go with Miro. I gotta go with Miro here, especially everything that's going on with Lana right now and like her finger. So it's just like I feel like this is Miro's time. I want to see Miro Day. I want to see Rusev Day. I want to see any day, but I just want him to win this match. I feel like he deserves it. Where was the last time he won?
Yeah, I really forgot.
He won against Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that's right. I'm not a fan of him either, so we're good. We're in the same boat, Mitch. We're good.
Okay, there we go. Finally.
Yeah, I do not care for him very much at all either.
Powerhouse Hobbs, he's so My brother's not a fan of him either, so you're good. We're all good in that one.
Yeah, so Sarah, what do you think?
Well, I mean, and I mentioned this last night when we did the Dynamite watch along that Miro did tell his wife that he isn't going to go after Andrade while during the Continental Classic stuff is going on, but he said after that all bets are off. That he was going to make him pay for making his wife his manager. So his hot flexible wife. So his hot and flexible wife. So it makes sense why they're doing this. I'm glad they're doing it. I love Miro. I think we need to see more of him on TV for sure. And I hope Miro wins. I think Miro needs the win more than Andrade needs the win. I mean, Andrade was just in the Continental Classic. Miro hasn't been on, in a match at all lately. So I think Miro really needs the win more than Andrade does. So I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be very hard hitting, like you said, woolly and wild, Earl. And but I think it's going to be a great match, and I hope Miro wins.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with everyone's assessment. I'm going to give this match to Miro. I'm going to give this to Miro. He's been dry lately in the win department, and I think AEW owes him a receipt.
They owe him a lot of receipts.
Yeah, I always think about receipts and everything in wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. And if a person hasn't won in a while, I always think about the receipt and what's owed to the person. And I think at this time that Miro should win this match, and he should go over Andrade Alidolo. All right, let's talk about Hook and Shibata. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going on at the 0 hour, I believe.
Oh yeah, the pre-show, yeah.
Yeah, the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, the pre-show.
Hook and Wheeler Yuta. I like
the
way
Hook
you say his last name.
Yuta. Yeah, Hook and Wheeler Yuta. Excuse me, ladies and
Wheeler
gentlemen.
Yuta. Oh God.
Yuta. And they're going to go after the FT title, FTW title. Guys, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a good match. Hook has done a lot of stuff on, various matches in the 0 hour. So I think it's definitely an appropriate place for the match, since the FTW title is not like super duper relevant. And then, Wheeler's got a title that has to do with Ring of Honor. So, but yeah, I think it should be a good match. And I think, like I said, 0 hour is appropriate place for it. So,
Christina, what do you think?
I agree with Sarah said, because when it comes to the matches on 0 hour, it gives those type of champions some more time to show what they got.
Exposure,
yep. Yes, thank you. It gives them more exposure to show us what they got. And for Hook to go against Wheeler Yuta, that's gonna be a good match. And who I'm gonna pick to win, gotta go with Hook, because the FTW title's on the line, and it's FTW rules, which I don't know what the rules are. But when it comes to that, I don't know what they are, so I gotta look that up anyway. But if it's for that title, I think. Thank you. I think Hook's gonna win this one. He's gonna retain the championship. I don't see Wheeler Yuta winning it. I don't see it.
Mitch, what do you think?
I gotta go with Hook. Also, I don't see Wheeler Yuta winning it at all. I don't see him winning any title in the foreseeable future. So I'm going with Hook.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with everyone's assessment. I'm going to agree, and Hook will retain, ladies and gentlemen. Hook is going to retain this title, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to, now the match is going to be fine. The match, Yuta's going to give him the run for his money, but in the end, it'll be just too much Hook. It'll be just way too much in the end, and he will go down. Hook, he will go down to Hook. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately,
they're saying that really quick. They're saying the Taz, actually, I found an article where Taz was talking about it. He said the FTW rules is basically where it was falls count anywhere, anything goes. So basically like a hardcore type of match.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Hook's definitely winning this one. Okay.
Yeah,
was-
he will win this match. Ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
absolutely.
For sure.
He's going to take out the Oscar the Grouch special, ladies and gentlemen, the trash can lid, ladies and gentlemen, and use it, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to use that, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be tables in this match. Now I can use the word, ladies and gentlemen, woolly, wild, and all over the place.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to go in section 102, 105, 102, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, 200, and the men's room, the parking lot, and anywhere that they want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is going to be crazy.
Oh my god.
Maybe we'll even see a barbed wire, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
You
god.
never know.
That
You
is so
just
true.
never-
You never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, slice each other open like they were steak. Ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
god,
yeah.
yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 20-man battle royal. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we can't predict this match because I don't know who's in the battle royal. But however, the winner of this match, ladies and gentlemen, the winner will get a TNT title shot. Ladies and gentlemen, they will get the TNT title against Christian, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, jeez. Christian.
Ugh.
We're gonna talk
Father
about
of the
that.
year.
Oh
We're gonna
god.
talk about. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
More like
ladies and gentlemen.
scumbag of the year. Holy crap.
So whoever's in this battle royal, ladies and gentlemen, will become the number one contender for the TNT title. Now let's talk about the TNT title, ladies and
Oh, here we
gentlemen.
go.
It is Edge, ladies and gentlemen, taking on Christian. Adam Copeland will take on Christian with Nick Wayne and his mom in the corner. And you know they're going to be up the things. They are going to be up the things, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you all did not see Dynamite, a couple of weeks ago, Edge had a match with Christian for the TNT title.
Oh yeah.
Christian kicked the referee in the Sanjay Dutt.
Oh
And
god.
he kicked the referee in the Sanjay Dutt.
No.
Finest creation.
Oh my
Thank you
God.
very
Yes,
much.
ladies and gentlemen. The referee went down, ladies and gentlemen. He kicked him in the beans and the franks, ladies and gentlemen. And down went the referee. Ladies and gentlemen. And we had chaos in the match, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Wayne's mom came down to the ring and she did a Bret Hart and she screwed Adam Copeland out of the TNT title.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
And her explanation was whack. It
was ridiculous.
It was whack. But now I have a question for you guys. I'm gonna go to Christina first. Christina, who is winning the TNT title?
Ugh. First of all, this rivalry, I think it's one of my favorite rivalries so far because since Edge wanted to end his career on his own terms and him coming to AEW was one hell of a way to do it. And their back and forth interactions was fire. With them saying, go fuck yourself at 2 separate occasions. Oh, I freaking love it. And I don't know what Nick Wayne's mom's explanation was, and I really don't want to know. I don't care. Just seeing her aligning with Christian and her son, knowing the fact that what he did to her son, yeah, don't even get me started with that. But I digress, as Earl would say. Now, my prediction is they're gonna give Edge the belt. I think Edge is taking the title because who we have not seen for a while? Luchasaurus. I think Luchasaurus is going to come out and cost Christian the title after what he did to him, and change his name to Kill Switch. Hey, Dylan, change his name to Kill Switch, which actually is Christian's finishing move. Leave his name alone to Luchasaurus. Thank you very much. So my prediction is Edge is going to win the match, take the title off of Christian, and 2023 on a high note, and Luchasaurus is going to help him do that. He's going to cost Christian the title.
Mitch, what do you think?
For some reason, for some strange reason right now, I'm feeling Christian is gonna pull some sort of shenanigans, but
Mhm.
I think it's Edge's time. I really do. What's the next big pay-per-view after this one?
Revolution.
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 When is that? When is
March
that?
March
3rd.
3rd.
So if he doesn't win it here, then he could possibly win it there. I'm just really trying not to be predictable, so hopefully I am wrong. But I'm going with Christian because I want to be wrong.
Okay. You
I
want to be wrong?
wrong. I want to be wrong. So I'm
Okay.
going with Christian. So my prediction is Edge, but I'm going with, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Sarah, what do you think?
Everybody knows how much I love Edge. Loved watching him since he first was with Christian and the tag
Mhm.
team back in old school WWE days.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm very excited. And I knew it after they met up this last time. I told you, Earl, I said, mark my words. I said, there's going to be some nonsense some shenanigans that happen, and Christian's going to end up winning it, and they'll reschedule, do a second meetup, a second match
You
at World's
predicted
End.
that. You called it.
Yep. So I said it would be amazing if Edge wins this title. But I could see, to Mitch's point, I could see Christian pulling some shenanigans and using Shayna Wayne and Nick Wayne to end up stealing the win. But what I think would be really, and I think I said this last night, what I think would be really cool is, since Edge or Christian has Nick Wayne and his mom Shayna, I think it would be fire if Beth Phoenix was there in Edge's corner to counteract Shayna Wayne.
I'm glad you brought that up, because here's a scenario that I have. Here it is.
Okay.
The match is no DQ. Okay. Referee gets wiped out. We have no referee.
Right.
Shayna Wayne and Nick Wayne try to come into the ring. Now, he instructs his mother to come into the ring and get the TNT title from the timekeeper. Referee sees none of this. She comes in the ring and she's going to give it to Chris. She's going to give it to Edge again. All of a sudden, Beth Phoenix comes out. Beth Phoenix comes out and she slides right into the ring and she kicks her in the gut. And then she gives it a glam slam right on the title belt. 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 And that will take care of Nick Wayne's mom. Then Edge will spear Nick Wayne right in the ring, right out of his shoes. Referee comes to, we have a new TNT title, ladies and gentlemen. And I think awesome. that is what I think. That is what I think.
God, I hope that happens. Can you imagine how awesome that would be if Beth Phoenix showed up?
Oh my God,
gives her the glam slam. She gives her the glam slam right on the title. And that will take... Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. If that happens, I'm clipping this whole thing, making it into a YouTube short with Beth Phoenix. I'm telling you, if this whole thing happens, we're gonna...
Oh, please! If this happens, do it. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, of course. Cool. I'm not. Of course, Earl. I don't know if you know this. I'm not gonna be a part of the watch along, but I'm still gonna be watching. Don't worry about me. But if this happens, I'm gonna clip everything, tag I'm telling you, right? I hate how predictable everything is.
Yes.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like Beyond the Script. How predictable he is by coming and trying to troll me. He's terrible at it.
Right.
So it's kind of like predictability. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I believe that that's what's going to happen. I believe that's what's going to happen. But like I said, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's fantasy booking, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantasy booking. We never know what's going to happen in the match. But it's nice to have that fantasy booking, ladies and gentlemen. And if it does happen...
This is a good question by Dylan. With Kenny out for a while, how about Jericho helps Adam?
That's actually a good question.
I like that, Dylan. I really do. Make sure you hit that like. Hit that like for that question.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be important for Edge to have people in his corner to counteract Nick and Shayna Wayne.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
You know, so
Not a
I
doubt.
think it would be way awesome if Beth. I just was like, oh my goodness, that would be so amazing.
I will
if
go
Beth Phoenix
nuts
showed
if that
up.
happens.
I will lose my. I will
Oh my
lose it.
gosh.
I will go nuts, and then I will
I
think
will
about
lose
this
it.
moment. I will think about this moment, what we said on this show when we do the streaming on Saturday night. I'm telling
Oh
you,
man, I know.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if this happens, ladies and gentlemen. But I would like to see it. I would like to see, and I would have no issues with it whatsoever.
Oh heck
That
no.
would be epic.
And just to let you guys know, for the AEW World's End watch along, you got Earl, Sarah, and Mac the Giants fan. So them three are gonna take you on this wild ride of AEW World's End. Make sure you tune in, hit that like and subscribe.
He's got the
Really appreciate it.
round up. He's got the
I'll
round
try
up.
to I'll try to pop in. I'm live streaming my Sixers, so I can't really. If I can try to
Right.
pop in, I will.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay,
Sixers
Mitch.
come first for
okay,
me. I'm
Mitch.
sorry.
That's okay, Mitch. So no
Hey,
problem. It's
Any
not an
excuse
issue.
for me not to watch Orange Cassidy? It's all good.
Oh God, dude!
I
Oh
don't
my
think
God!
Orange Cassidy is even on the show.
You know,
He's not even on the
he's
show,
not
so
even on
catch your
show.
blessings.
Oh wait,
Right.
he's not even on the show. Then I gotta watch him. Then.
No,
No.
but he will be on the football Sunday show. He told me that this morning.
Oh, okay. Then
Anyway,
I'm
ladies
canceling
and
it.
gentlemen, and he will be predicting the football scores, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. This match, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Kingston.
gonna tug at my heartstrings, ladies and gentlemen,
Same.
because I love Eddie Kingston, and if you all didn't see the archives of the wrestling experience, Christina was there. I cried for Eddie Kingston that night, ladies and
Yeah, you
gentlemen.
broke down. I saw it.
I broke down, ladies and gentlemen, during the stream because I was so emotionally attached to Eddie Kingston and the way he was treated and everything else. I
Yeah.
just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this much. I love Eddie Kingston. I love him as a wrestler. I think he's great in the ring. He says it like it is. He tells it like it is. He's straight up, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't pull punches. This match is going to be a pick'em. This match can go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Again, like I said, if Moxley wins the whole kit and caboodle and he wins the title, I'm not going to have an issue with it. If Kingston retains and he wins the whole kit and caboodle, I'm not going to be mad at that. So this can go either way. I'm going to say my prediction, and then I'm going to go around and ask everybody. I'm going to go to Sarah first. Sarah, who is winning this match?
I don't know. I really want Eddie Kingston to win because I like him so much. I really, stand behind what he stands for and all of that. But I could also see them giving it to Moxley because he's their tried and true stallion. Like Tony Khan knows if he needs something, he can go to Moxley and Moxley will get it taken care of. And Moxley's there to work. He's not there for drama or nonsense or any of that other
Right.
crap. So, but I always say this. I hope so and so. I hope Eddie Kingston wins because I really like him a whole lot.
Christina, what do you think?
And it's like the perfect comeback story too. This whole thing is like the perfect comeback story for Eddie Kingston.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Hey, really quick, shout out to Cherry because she just retweeted the Hardcore Sports Twitter side. So thank you to everybody who's watching over there. Like
Thank you,
Cherry, thank you.
Hey,
I get
girl.
And ladies and gentlemen, I did gain one subscriber, ladies and gentlemen, as the road.
Hey,
Good.
Which one?
Ladies and
That's
Oh,
gentlemen,
my
thank
phone's
you.
over there. I was over there. I would have gotten an alert.
So thank you so much for that, ladies and gentlemen. Got a new subscriber this afternoon, and I want to thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 400, ladies and gentlemen. We're on that road, ladies and gentlemen, and we want you to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. So, getting back to Eddie Kingston for a second.
Me, my
Christina, what do you
prediction.
think?
I want Eddie to win so bad because he's a fellow New Yorker, and you really think they're gonna have him lose in his hometown? I don't think so. And to me, I feel like him becoming the first ever Triple Crown champion at AEW, that will be one of the biggest comeback stories ever in AEW history. And to be honest, I feel like when it comes to Eddie Kingston, I said it before earlier on tonight, he has put in the work, blood, sweat, tears, heartache, you name it. He went through it all. He went through it all. And he is his biggest critic. He criticizes himself to the T, and he said it on last night at AEW. And that promo he had against Moxley it was as genuine and real as it gets. Now Moxley, don't get me wrong, he is like top tier and everything, but I figure if they're gonna have him win, that's gonna discredit everything that Eddie Kingston has won, and I don't want that. I want Eddie Kingston to win so bad because that is the biggest comeback story for him and for his career and everything, and he will be the first ever Triple Crown champion at AEW. I would love to see that. I will probably cry if he wins. I will probably cry or tear up. So for me, Eddie Kingston's for the win. I pray he wins. I pray that he wins. I want him to win so bad because he's been through the ringer so much. He always got the short end of the stick, and I don't want that to happen anymore. I want Kingston to win so bad, and he's a fellow New Yorker. People, they're gonna lose it. They're gonna jump out of these seats to see Eddie Kingston win, and I would love to see that. So my prediction is Eddie Kingston. He's got to win.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with your assessment. Eddie is going to he's going to retain. I like Christina said, they're not going to make him lose in Long Island. I just don't see him doing that. It would be a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch can't watch basketball right now, Richie MC. He's doing wrestling with us.
Exactly.
I'm listening to it. I'm listening to it. But yeah. But hey, I told Earl I'll hop on his show. I owe him after what happened. Tech difficulties happened on the outside, so I'm like, Earl, I had to do it. So I'm here.
Oh, what's your prediction? What's your prediction, Mitch?
I said it Eddie Kingston from the jump.
Okay.
And if it's not Eddie Kingston, I will be happy because I would not be right. I hate being right when it comes to wrestling. I hate it.
You hate being right? Oh God.
Because I want to be wrong. I want to be shocked. I want to be like, whoa, what the hell?
You want to be like, holy shit, did that just happen? Yeah, I get it.
I want that. I want to be the next Undertaker guy. That's me. I want to be that.
Yes, you gotta say my goal. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're across the board with Eddie Kingston, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to the AEW Women's Title. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Toni Storm, and she's getting her Hollywood close-up. Ladies and gentlemen, as she takes on Rio for the AEW Women's Title. Now, it don't go down easy unless it's cheesy. Ladies and gentlemen, the cheese slides off her cracker. Ladies and gentlemen, she is something else. Ladies and gentlemen, she plays that part very well. And she eats the fruit with the skin on it. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole 9 yards. The black and white and the butler and the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. So don't adjust your set when she comes out in the Nassau Coliseum. You see it black and white. No, Tony Khan has not decided to do the rest of the show in black and white. No, that is for Toni Storm, ladies and gentlemen.
Naughty Blaze.
No, Naughty Blaze. Hey.
Naughty Blaze.
So hold on, I gotta ring this, ladies and gentlemen. That's the ladies and gentlemen bang. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to stop by and say, and hi, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Are you trying to hurt my hand? Happy New Year to you, Blaze. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Blaze.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Naughty Blaze Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
As soon as someone said "ladies and gentlemen," I gotta hit the table now because I
Oh,
feel.
dog, watch your hand though.
No, I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna go like 1, 2, 3.
One this.
That's
Yeah.
not a bell. That's not a bell. Because whenever I'm on his stream and he goes, "That's the flag," he's like, "A flag on a play." He would throw the yellow towel. I'm like, "That's not a That's not a flag." So there you go.
That's
All right.
great.
What's
That's
Naughty
great.
Blaze Radio, thank you so much for your comment.
Mitch
Greatly
Cassidy,
appreciate
I
it.
love
Thank you so much.
That is great.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go to Sarah first. Sarah, who is winning the AEW Women's Title?
Oh, Tony Storm. Like, there's no rivalry with these two women. There's no story, no background. It's just, oh, Riho won a match against Saraya, and now she gets a title shot. Like, no. So, yeah, they're not taking that title off of Tony Storm. Not right now.
Christina, what do you think?
Oh, Blaze Radio, how dare you, sir? How dare you say that? How dare you say that, sir?
Mitch
Apparently has the
Cassidy is
devil.
the AEW
Oh,
devil.
God. If he was, he wouldn't be on here right now. Anyway,
Uh,
back to the prediction. Yeah, Tony
Go for
Storm
it.
just back to Tony Storm. She just recently won the AEW Women's Title, and they're really not gonna have her lose it right away to Riho. Although I would love for Riho to win. It's just not right now because Tony Storm just got this title. She's on the best run of her career with this whole timeless Tony Storm chick with the Butler, the black and white, the theatrics.
Luther.
Luther. It's really the best run of her career right now. So, yeah, I'm going with Tony Storm in this one. She's not losing the belt. She's going to retain.
Mitch, what do you think?
Tony Storm. Next.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And I'm going to say that Tony Storm retains the AEW Women's Title. Ladies and gentlemen.
I
And,
called it. I went like this, and then he said it. It's like, yes.
Oh my
What the
God.
hell is hitting me?
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this next match. It's for the TBS Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Abaddon, ladies and gentlemen, taking on, Julia Hart. The match is, again, there's no build to this match whatsoever. They had run-ins on Collision, but I don't call that a build. I really don't. She kept teasing her with the title, and then the lights go out, and she teasing her again. They did run-ins. They beat each other down. That's just it. There's no pizzazz to this feud whatsoever. Christina, what do you think of this?
Julia Hart is going to retain. Like you said, there's no build. And Abaddon, we haven't seen her in God knows how long. And for her, I mean, I'm actually really kind of glad she's getting a title opportunity, but still, there was no like strong build or strong rivalry behind it. And that's what it takes to get the fans invested. You want to invest them in a rivalry where they'd be like, oh my God, this has been building up for months and months, not just weeks. So for me, Julia Hart's going to retain. So that's my pick.
Okay. Mitch, what do you think?
I gotta agree with Christina there. That's my pick.
Okay. And Sarah, what do you think?
Sorry, coughing fit.
That sucks.
Hold on a
I
sec.
know.
Hold on, Earl. Can you say "ladies and gentlemen" real quick?
Ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. There's the bell. There you go. There's the
Oh,
bell.
I love it. I love it.
Dang.
That's great.
Dang.
No.
So now every time you do that on your football show or when he throws a flag, you're gonna do that instead of saying
That's not a flag. Yep.
and saying that's not a flag. That's awesome. I love
Nice.
that. Now
Nice.
you're
Wait,
descending into football, Earl. This is great.
No,
I
it's
love
a
it.
ladies and it's a ladies and gentlemen counter.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a ladies and
okay.
gentlemen counter.
not
Oh,
bad.
Ladies and
okay,
gentlemen.
Okay.
Nice. It's actually not bad.
All right. All right now,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. All right.
We'll keep a tally.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
Ladies and
definitely
gentlemen.
um
No, I
okay,
hit the
ladies
wrong
and
thing.
gentlemen.
Hold on. I hit the wrong thing. Chat. I'll
Well-
fix it. I'll fix it. All right,
well-
keep going with the.
No,
Sarah,
I
you're up.
like you said, Earl, they had a couple of run-ins on Collision or Dynamite or maybe both. I kind of don't pay attention to that because they're not giving Abaddon the title. Come on now, and we all know now that Julia Hart and Sky Blue or Sky Black have aligned themselves. You know, Sky Blue is going to be coming out there interfering in the match and helping Julia Hart win. They're not giving that title to Abaddon. So
Right. So, I'm gonna agree with everyone here. Julia Hart retains. She
Yeah.
retains.
Yep.
and she hasn't had the title that long. Like
No.
they're not taking it off
She,
of her.
she just won it, so
Yeah,
it'd
she
be
just
Right.
won
fair
it like
for
a
her to
month
lose
ago.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're up to the main event.
Oh, good. Let me get my notes.
Ooh. Okay.
All right,
We're
I got
up
the
to-
ladies and I got the ladies and gentlemen counter. Or
Okay.
Bing.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. We're up to the main event, ladies and gentlemen.
I can do this all day, Earl. Let's just keep on going with the show. Come on.
You know what we need
they-
to have? We need to have Mitch. We need to have like a little like square like number in the bottom of this like corner of the screen.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that.
Oh, that'll be hilarious. Oh God.
Oh my
I
gosh.
could do that. I could do that.
So we're up to the main event, ladies and gentlemen, and this is for the AEW title. It is Samoa Joe taking on the one and the only MJF. Now, as I said, if you all didn't listen in the previous streams, and if you can go back and rewind and watch the show if you want to, MJF couldn't barely lift his arm up after the attack on him last night, which begs the question: what's going to happen here? I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but all I know is one thing is: are we looking at a new champion?
Nope.
I don't think so. Not right
No.
now.
No.
Not right now. Although the devil will be revealed, but I don't think we're gonna get a new
I
champion.
hope so.
You gotta think it's
According-
World's End. It's towards the ending of the year. It would make sense.
According to Blaze, I'm the devil. So
Naughty Blaze, really? Oh God.
That's interesting, Naughty Blaze.
Well, I think the devil's going to be revealed because it's going to be the name of the show. It's going to be the end of MJF's world because he is going to find out that Adam Cole is the devil and it's going to just put his world on its head.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to turn his world upside down. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't think we're getting a new champion. I mean, they're, last night just gave diversity to, or adversity to MJF.
Right.
I mean, and he's done it before where he's faced adversity like this and he's pulled it off. So I think that is what is going to happen. So, and somebody's car alarm is going off.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I
So
don't know what that is, but it stopped. Thank you, Sarah.
She muted her mic, so that way it did stop.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
Because it's still going.
Oh my
Oh.
God. I definitely don't miss
No,
that in
it's
New York.
fine.
That
Let
was
the car
so
alarm
bad.
go. Let the car alarm go.
Oh,
That'll be
okay.
the new ladies and gentlemen counter.
No. Oh my God.
Let's put it to you this way. Apparently my earbuds work really well because there's train tracks up the road a ways and
Yeah.
the train will be going and the horn will be going, and Earl can hear it through the computer. So I have to mute myself so the train horn's not going off.
Yeah,
I can hear the
usually,
car horns going
usually,
off now.
usually I come out and say, "Oh, sir, our trip is about to end. We have to pack and hurry up
He'll say,
and
all
put this
aboard.
stream in the books." Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get to the next city. Yeah, we gotta pack it up and leave. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, um, so Christina, who is going to win the AEW title?
I'm telling you right now, Samoa Joe's gonna give everything he has and everything he's got. He's gonna freaking destroy MJF to where he thinks he's not gonna win the belt. And the thing is that MJF, like Sarah said, has pulled it off where he's faced adversity over and over, and he still managed to keep his belt. And you gotta think, he just passed a full calendar year as world champion. He beat Kenny Omega's record. And I would not be opposed to MJF retaining the title. And however, I think the devil is going to be revealed after the match. And if it's Adam Cole, I'll be like, you motherfucker, you decided to do that. However, we also got a new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions that happened last night, which was still weird as hell. And I think what it is that I think it's the Kingdom. For me, it is. But if it's Adam Cole, oh man, shit's about to go down. And let me tell you, MJF and Adam Cole, if it does happen, oh, their bromance is done. But I think MJF's gonna retain. One way or another, he's gonna retain. And he's gonna end the year as world champion.
All right. Mitch, what do you think?
Hold on. Just for that, I got it's MJF. I mean, come on. They're probably gonna have him keeping until the next one, Revolution. And once it's gonna be Adam Cole, the whole thing's gonna be like, oh, look, there it is. Predictability. We all predicted it as Adam Cole. We all predicted it's MJF. And get this, Adam Cole was never injured. He'll come in and beat the living piss out of MJF. If that happens, I really am. I really
said it was Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, somebody said that. It was
was it him? Because he's the
it was him. Yes, it was him.
He's the biggest Mustafa Ali fan, so that's why it makes sense.
He said that even Corey Graves said retribution. I'm like,
oh, that's why I saw it in the chat. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was just like, so that makes sense now. Okay. If it's Mustafa Ali or it's Adam Cole, you know who I think it is? It's a Shot Out of the Dark, but I kind of doubt it, though. It's just Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, I've been hearing about that recently.
It could be Dolph Ziggler because his brother is in AEW. Shout out to Blaze Radio. He told me that a couple days ago.
I think I heard a rumor about that too. I heard that. I saw that somewhere on
and then we'll finally find out who will be the big signing for Impact.
Oh,
if it's not Ziggler, it might be Mustafa Ali going to Impact, which I would like.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I wouldn't mind that because that would make Earl watch Impact more.
Mm-hmm. The look on his face. I'm dead.
And guys, I just left Earl speechless. Ladies and gentlemen.
You got laughing too, dang.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm speechless.
Dang, you got him good, Mitch. Damn.
I don't know what to say about that.
I'm just going to relax here until you can say something.
Then we can't see you, though.
No, but you can hear me with my microphone.
Yeah, true.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. MJF is going to retain the title. We're all in agreement. MJF is going to retain.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to retain. And yeah, Samoa Joe's going to give him a run for his money, but like Sarah said, in the end, it's just going to be MJF all day.
Mhm.
And they're not going to
Yep.
make him, and they're not going to make him lose the title, like I said in Long Island. I don't think that
No.
that's going to happen. No.
Oh God, no.
Absolutely
Oh,
not. Are you kidding me? The whole arena is going to erupt when MJF comes out. That's his hometown.
And then Tony Khan better run in the gorilla on the bus and back to the hotel where he belongs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're about to rip the arena up. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was World's End. Ladies and gentlemen, that was World's End. Ladies and gentlemen, the matches look good. The matches look good. Ladies and gentlemen, matches look good, and I can't wait to World's End this Saturday night. Before we bid adieu, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for watching the Hardcore Sports Network, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching the Wrestling Experience. This year has been fun. This year has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of laughs.
Yep.
It's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen. And if anybody taught me something, ladies and gentlemen, life is short.
Yeah.
Life is short, ladies and gentlemen. Our tomorrows are not guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely not. And I want you all to understand, so please live your life and enjoy the new year and be safe and be healthy and take care of yourself and your family and each other, ladies and gentlemen. And that is my single wish for 2024, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all to pieces. And I want to thank Sarah. I want to thank Christina. I want to thank Mitch. And I'm quite sure we're going to do this all over again in the new year. We're going to come together and we're going to get.
Absolutely.
We're going to get crunk on a Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get crunk. And ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. You said it 2 more times.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw Watch Along returns on January the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. The Wrestling Experience returns on January the 11th. And
I didn't mean to hit it there. I think, hey, Earl, thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure. I always love talking wrestling with you. And hell, I always show you, but it's out of love. But I just gotta say this. With the Raw Watch Along, Earl, I called you one day. I think it was like over a year ago, and I was like, Earl, we need someone to do Raw Watch Alongs. Could you do it? Could you be the guy to do it for us? And you surprised me. You surprised AK. You surprised Tyler, who gives you his best. He wants to be on, but I'll talk to him about that. But yeah, the Raw Watch Along's killing it. Sarah, thank you. You've been
thank you
through thick and thin, through everything. And Christina, I'm begging you, please have your own show. Please. That's all I want, Christina, just to have your own show on the network.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. I'll think about that.
If you want your own show, DM me, DM Earl.
Okay.
And you're a guest on Queens of the Ring in April. So,
I can't wait for that. I'm so excited for that.
That's gonna be so much fun.
I can't wait.
And then we'll all say, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that's enough of that. My phone's gonna die.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the Wrestling Experience, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the final Wrestling Experience of 2023. I'm Earl Cole. That is Sarah. That is Christina. And that is
You said
Mitch.
it like 5 times.
Oh God, I can't.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, the Wrestling Experience, with your host, Earl Cole.
Acknowledge me. Coming
at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also through AEW. You are now watching The Experience, the wrestling experience. Now with your host, Earl Cole.